Hey there, Periscope. Surya J Naturals here. Good evening. I'm at the end of a busy day, and I wanted to just discuss with everyone protein moisture balance. And for those who don't know me, my name is Surya J Natural, or Surya Johnson, better known as Surya J Natural on all social media platforms. I am the creator of the patent pending curl definition system, and you can learn more about that on curldefinition.com. And with this, I'm actually stuck in traffic as usual, but I wanted to talk about the whole protein moisture balance for conditioning hair and how to determine when is good and what conditioner to use and different things like that, and kind of give a background on why I believe it's been such an issue. Thank you for the purple hearts. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm tired, so I think every time I'm tired, I'm thinking I'm talking low. But, you know, what's been going on in the natural hair community has been a lot of advisement to stay away from protein conditioners. Okay, good. Thank you. It's been this advisement to stay away from protein conditioners. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that trend has happened. So when the natural hair revolution basically began, we didn't have products. And a lot of the products we either made or we were using products that were made for straight or relaxed hair. So the products that were made for relaxed hair, the relaxed hair, because the relaxer stripped the hair of all of its, everything that gave the hair integrity. In order to strip it of its texture, the hair had to be stripped of everything that gave its strength and integrity, majority of which was protein. So at that time, the majority of products that were made for relaxed hair had a lot of protein in it. And then the gel that most of us used back in the day was that black protein Ampro protein gel. Now I'm talking about back in the day, over a decade ago, when, you know, things really started kicking off for natural hair. And so, I think I'm running a light. So I was at that time, I was in Baltimore. The main gel that we had available was the black protein Ampro gel. So we had shampoos that had protein in it. We had conditioners that had protein in it. We had styling products that had protein in it. So we have all of these products mainly made for relaxed hair to put back into the hair protein because of all that was depleted by the relaxing process. Now naturals were using all these high protein products, shampoos, conditioner, styling products, and our hair was becoming brittle. There was that aha moment that, okay, our hair is brittle because of protein overload. So then we went to that whole campaign, stay away from protein. And I believe, personally, from watching the game over these past 17 years, I believe that's where that came from. And we had to back away from all these products that have so much protein in it because they were products made for straight hair, and our natural hair didn't need that much protein. So then we move on like, hey, the products have too much protein in it. It's making our hair brittle. We realized that, okay, our hair needs moisture. So people were selling to the natural hair community, no protein, just moisture. Moisture, 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 moisture. And it wasn't a balance of protein and moisture. It was stay away from protein and just do moisture. Okay, so now we're at a place where we have more products that's made for natural hair, that is not so indulged in the protein. So now we're having people with weak hair because they have not given the hair the protein that, you know, just with life has been lost. So now we have people that are natural, but the hair is weak, lacks elasticity, lacks strength and integrity, and it needs protein, but we're denying it of protein because we're supposed to stay away from protein. So now I just want to encourage everyone to balance it out. We don't want to only do moisture, because when you only do moisture, you end up with hair that's like mush almost, where you're running your fingers down this natural hair and it's just breaking off because it's kind of mush. We want to balance it out. So how do we know when it's time to get a protein treatment? You know it's time to get a protein treatment when your hair is wet and you're pulling on it and it just feels like it's almost breaking. Like if it gives any little bit, it's just going to break off. That's when you know you need to strengthen your hair. And when you're balancing out moisture and protein, and most of natural hair products, all they're pushing is moisture. Most of the products will give you the moisture that you're looking for. But when you're balancing out moisture and protein, you'll be able to stretch that hair a little more without it popping. And that's what we need. We need that balance so that we're not just getting hair that can't withstand any manipulation at all. It can't stand any handling at all. And so I also believe that you should use a consistent leave-in conditioner. And I'm old school, and I'm one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And what has been a long-standing fix-it for me has been Afro-G. Afro-G has a leave-in conditioner that's great, especially if you're a steamer. It's a liquid leave-in conditioner, and it goes right into your hair and strengthens it right up. And I'm a firm believer that you want to build hair to its potential and then maintain it. So if you do a great conditioning treatment, protein conditioning treatment, and then every couple of weeks, your GMG Pulliam, can you give me your name? Because I see you often, and I want to know who you are. But so you do this great conditioning treatment, and then a couple of weeks later, Michelle, okay, nice to meet you, Michelle. So a couple of weeks later, do a steam treatment where you're using your moisturizing conditioner, but you're also using, even if it's just the Afro-G liquid leave-in conditioner, it gives you a good balance. And that way you're giving your hair, yes, the moisture and the hydration, but you're also giving it that protein that it needs to be strengthened. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we want. Being that we wear our hair in its curly state, we want to ensure that those curls are defined, but those curls can't be defined when it has so many weak points. So that's when you're saying, okay, because my hair looks so inconsistent, and I'm not talking about varying textures. We all have varying textures. We tend to have 3 to 4 different type of hair types. It's not in cosmetology books, but that's what I've learned over time, that most of my clients have 3 to 4 different textures. There's a texture right here on the crown. There's a texture back here in the kitchen. A lot of times the temples have its own texture. And a lot of people, the perimeters right here have a different texture. So we tend to have 3 to 4 different textures. I'm not talking about varying textures when I'm saying our curls are differing and not getting defined. What I'm talking about is down the hair shaft, down the coil itself. When you see it's a lot looser than others, the other parts of the shaft, a lot of times it's because it just has weak points. And we want to strengthen up those weak points and avoid breakage. And so that balance that I was just talking to about is what helps to ensure that good defined curl and to be proactive in preventing breaking and weak points. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. If it was helpful, by all means, share the broadcast. I thank you for the hearts. And then visit me at curldefinition.com. Or social media platforms, I'm Saria J Naturals. And, come check me out. I work out of the style firm of Atlanta right here in Buckhead. Can y'all believe this whole time I may have moved about 3 blocks? Because that's just how traffic is here. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling in the air, like, okay, it's time to go home. Things feel a little, like the energy in the air is a little crazy. Peachtree right now, like the corner of Peachtree and Piedmont is like electric. I feel like it's time to go home. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. Absolutely. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to do. I love talking hair and sharing this good information because it's not available. It's not available in schools. And what people tend to do is use it as a selling point rather than really giving the helpful information. And so I'm learning how to get out from behind the chair and doing the social media a lot more. I want to become more consistent and really I'm not really a salesperson promoting, so I don't post as consistent as I would like to, but I'm getting it together. So y'all pray for me as I get this thing going. But I hope it was helpful, and I will talk to you guys later.